I'm sorry. Excuse me, guy. I was coming down the stairs when I bumped into Sulin. He gave me a look with downcast, rippling eyes, and then sidesteps with no expression on his face. Hershey squealed in a little whisper beside me.
Oh my God, Jiang Nian. It's Senior Sulin. He's really handsome in person. So lucky today.
I bowed my head in silence to hide the reddened cheeks. My name is Jiang Nian. I'm a sophomore. The girl next to me is Hershey. It's my best friend. The guy she just mentioned, Sulin, is the guy I like. But we also have a little-known secret. That's right, I'm actually staying at Sulin's house. Well, to be precise, I'm fostering in their home. But Sulin said, don't tell anyone I'm staying at their place. We'll pretend we don't know each other. I was younger then. At first I asked him why he didn't let everyone know I was staying at their house.
There's no reason.
Gradually, I asked fewer questions. When I was a kid, I loved to follow Sulin. And then I grew up. I'm afraid he'll think I'm annoying. So I've slowly stopped clinging to him. I pretend I'm a stranger at school and never say hello when we meet. Sulin is very quiet. Instead of being socially inept, he just doesn't like talking. He likes to do a lot of things in silence, at home too. Sulin's parents are very kind to me. Treat me like their own. Sometimes at home his silent atmosphere. It's like he's the foster child and I'm the biological one. We never go home together. We go to school one after the other. We didn't talk much at home when we were growing up. He likes to stay in his room by himself and do his own thing. And he doesn't like to be disturbed.
Honey, take the fruit to school for eating.
No, Auntie, they don't allow food at school.
Has your brother left?
Her.
Your brother is also really. Seems to go to school, never wait for you.
It's okay, Auntie, I'm going out. I said hello to Auntie and went out with a bite of bread. At home, Auntie still used to call Sulin as brother, and I was the younger sister. Sulin is only 1 year older than me. He said I didn't need to call him brother. Monday is when the whole school has to go to morning assembly. Hershey dragged me downstairs in a hurry. I ran into Sulin coming down the stairs. I lowered my head and pretended not to see him. A junior boy came up from downstairs, uncapped glass of water in hand, running up the stairs while jostling with the guy behind him. I put my head down and met him head-on. The glass of water in his hand splashed right on my uniform.
Oh my God, Jiang. Are you okay?
Hershey pulled away from the boy. Check out my clothes. With the shirt soaking wet, I thought to myself, I'm glad it wasn't hot water. There's a lot of people around. They're all looking our way. I took Hershey's hand. You go to the meeting first. I'll go back to the classroom to clean up. Before I could finish my sentence, a garment was placed over my head. I lifted the garment and smelled the very familiar scent of laundry detergent. It's our family laundry detergent. I pulled back the garment to see Sulin, still standing in front of me with no expression on her face.
Put it on. You'll catch a cold.
Oh, okay. Then he went downstairs calmly, as if he hadn't just told me to put on his coat. I slowly tugged the dress down and zipped it up. I realized that everyone around me was looking at me. And Hershey looked at me in disbelief.
What? What's going on?
Hershiki's jaw was hanging open and gradually came back to her senses.
Jiangnian, what are you hiding from me?
She pulled me down the stairs quickly.
Be honest, what exactly is your relationship with Sulin?
We're okay, I'm just staying at his place. I deliberately hid the fact that I was in foster care. Hershichi gave me a half-hearted look.
No way. Boarding his house? Then why do you two act like you don't know each other every day?
Because this is troublesome to explain. Because of this, the info is spreading throughout the grade. Someone said I'm Sulin's girlfriend. At first, I was in a hurry to explain one by one. But there are more and more misunderstandings in the back. I can't say it all with my mouth full. Oops.
What are you sighing for? Is being Mr. Sulin's girlfriend too much for you?
Hershichi pushed me with her shoulder, with a look of amusement on her face. No, he doesn't like it. He definitely doesn't like it when people misunderstand him and get involved in inexplicable relationships.
Yes, I feel that he has always been not much to communicate with the girls. A lot of girl crushes on him over the years, but I've never seen him get close to any girl. But he didn't come out to explain that either.
Because himself just finds these things boring, much less explaining them.
Wow, you care about him. You know him so well.
Go away. I reached out and nudged Hershichi, but she smiled and glued herself to me. Our high school has a basketball tournament every year. This year is no exception. Hershichi started passing me notes during class. She said that Sulin will definitely participate in this year's basketball tournament and message fidelity. As soon as class ended, she dragged me to the playground as fast as she could. A lot of people gathered in front of the basketball court. I saw Sulin standing out from the crowd. He had long eyelashes and stood in the crowd holding a basketball. It don't fit in with the people around. The field was full of girls cheering him on. It's safe to say that most of the entire stadium are here for Sulin. I took a bottle of mineral water from the volunteer camp to drink. The game's already started over there.
Come here, Jong. I have a front row seat here. Hurry up.
I followed her through the crowd. The game has begun and everyone on the court is in high spirits. When I sat down with Hishiki, the place was filled with people. I stared at Sulin on the court and silently sweated for him.
Sulin is too handsome.
Hershiki's screaming in my ear. Actually, I'd like to, but I'm too embarrassed. So all I could do was stare blankly at the field of play. I'm afraid I'll miss a key moment. The game was over quickly. Sulin's team won the tournament. Sulin is standing on the basketball court breathing heavily. Wiped the sweat from his chin with the lifted corner of his jersey. There was soon a great deal of hubbub around the basketball court. A lot of girls are scrambling to give Sulin water. Everyone wants Sulin to take the mineral water in their hands. Sulin raised her head and looked around the field once more, and then stand not far from me. The sound was not too loud, not too small, and it reached my ears.
Jiangnian, give me water.
I've had this one. I'll go give you a new one. Sulin came over and took my mineral water.
No need.
I heard a good deal of chatter going on around me. I stood awkwardly in place. Sulin finished my water and then gave me the water bottle.
Wait for me in class after school.
Okay. Now the rumor that I'm Sulin's girlfriend is completely solidified. I dragged Hershey-Chi away from the scene as if I were running away. This is what is being done. Didn't we agree to pretend we don't know each other at school? But I stayed after class. When everyone's gone, I sat in my seat quietly waiting for Sulin to come to me. It's getting dark. I was in my seat finishing the last stroke of my homework. Sulin just came down from upstairs.
Jiangmian, let's go home.
I hurriedly put my homework away, walked out very quickly. This is the first time I've been home with Sulin. We haven't walked together since middle school. On the way back, we were silent all the way. I feel like I should say something to break the silence. Sulin.
Jiangmian, I'm a senior now.
Sulin and I spoke at the same time.
Soon I'll be graduating from school, and I won't have the means to watch you all the time. I admit, it's my selfishness to acquiesce to them saying you're my girlfriend. Because I'm graduating and I don't want you to like someone else. After I leave school,
I didn't think Sulin would say such a thing to me.
you're really stupid and can't disguise yourself at all. You thought you were hiding it well, but I still found you out.
Then why don't you ever want me to tell everyone outside that we actually know each other and that I'm still living in your house?
Because then you will be bullied by others. I don't want people to know that you're actually fostering in our house.
No matter how you explain it, it's inevitable that people will talk about it, and silence is the best umbrella at this time. When I was at home, Sulin was always the older brother, and I was the foster, unrelated sister in their family.
I don't want people to think that you are an unloved child.
This is the most words he's ever said since I've known him. What about you? Do you like me? I hesitated to ask the question. I've been wanting to ask for a long time.
Didn't you realize? I never asked you to call me brother because I never wanted to be brother and sister to you.
I looked up and stared at him. Recalls a lot of things from when we were kids. I was a picky eater when I was a kid, but I was afraid that Sulin's parent would find out that I was a picky eater. So I'll always have a hard time eating what I can't eat. Sulin found out and quietly helped me eat all the things that I didn't like to eat. When I was a kid, I was bullied by the boys in my class. That was Sulin's first and only fight. When I was a kid, I always thought it was nice to have a brother. Until he slowly started to make things right between us. Tell me we're not brother and sister. Sulin never wanted to be my brother and sister, and neither did I.
So lately at school, they've been rumoring that you're my girlfriend.
Then you don't need to clarify. I interrupted him with a grin. I reached out and took his hand. The hand I held so many times as a child. A feeling of warmth in the palm of my hand. He held me back. The moonlight hits the shadows of both of us, stretching our backs so far. It also stretches the shadows of the road so long. We're walking slowly back. I snickered, spying on him under the streetlight. For the first time, I wish this road can go on forever.